Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Vechain. So VET is one of those coins that has a great outlook. We actually see in the last month about a 3.77% increase. The last week is where we see that large 19 or 18% decrease actually, and the last 24 hours is where we see the 1% increase. So not much really happening recently for Vechain, but if we look at the all-time or even the year, you can see massive potential increases from early January or even late December. Just really great gradual increases into about that early March or late April. We started to see some insane increases all the way up to about 28 cents coming from 3 to 4 cent range. So just crazy fast increases coming for Vechain, and I think there's a lot left in the tank. So a lot of people are kind of worried about Vechain because we've last week alone, an 18% decrease. That's not exactly what you want to see. Obviously, when you're holding a coin, you expect it to go up. The market cap at $11.8 billion, the volume in the last 24 hours being that $1.7 billion. I think there's a lot of potential left. I think a lot of volume is yet to come into Vechain. We're going to see a lot of potential pumps here in the future, and I want to talk about that in our price predictions at the end of the video for May, June, and 2021. I also want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. I also want to jump into what Vechain is and what about Vechain makes it special. So if you guys don't know, Vechain is a cryptocurrency and smart contracts platform focused on supply chain management. It allows manufacturers to add those sensors, such as RFID tags, to their products that can then record data onto the Vechain blockchain. So obviously, people understand how big this could be for the future. A lot of people understand logistics-wise how this could really do a lot of good for logistic companies as well. So we've had some speculation in the past for DHL partnerships in June. Potentially, we've talked about Coinbase listings coming as well. That's been talked about for some time now, so we'll see what really does come. We won't talk much about speculation today in our video. We're going to talk more about main points to look into, and obviously when Vechain will actually start moving. So the first thing we're going to look at is Vechain is doubling every month. January we had that 1 cent, February 2 cents, March 4 cents, April 8 cents, May 16 cents, to that 32 cents. What's crazy about this is obviously May is not yet complete. We have to get to 32 cents. We haven't made it there quite yet. It's definitely something that I could see happening as we made it all the way to 27.82 cents, I believe. So we're very close to that 32 cents, and we're going to be right and within range. And just the upcoming weeks, I think we are going to have a very good looking Vechain. So we'll see if we actually make that double happen. If we do, we are on target to have June actually make our way to a 64 cents according to VetLibra. So it's very interesting to see. Like I said, the Vechain is doubling every month, but obviously May is yet to actually been hit for that 32 cents. So we'll see if we actually make that next target of 32 cents. If we jump into the next one, Sunny blockchain and Vechain can be a game changer in the quest to decarbonize the world. Herald Sheets. So this is a big deal as well. We won't go too much into detail on this article, but it's definitely an article to take a look at. If you want to follow Vechain investment, they actually talk about Vechain obviously daily, and it's a great articles and information for you guys. As we move forward, though, let's take a look at the next one. So Tim Draper, founder, versus Draper, Fisher, Jurvetson. They talk about the net worth being that $1 billion. Well-known venture successes obviously being Skype, Tesla, Hotmail, and Twitch. Then we have Jim Breyer as well, CEO and Breyer Capital. Net worth $3.2 billion. One of the first, or I guess one of Facebook's first venture investors, FBs, I guess. So both investors in Vechain follow the smart money. So VET, obviously, the fact that these guys are investing in Vechain is definitely a solid, a solid look for Vechain. It shows that people that have a ton of money are looking to invest somewhere, understand that Vechain has so much potential, so they're looking to invest into it. So next on the list, we have DNV and Portsmouth International. We were the first port to have our protocols independently verified by DNV to their MyCare standard and took initiative to implement a range of tools to help against the spread of COVID-19. So verified by DNV, runs on Vechain, obviously a big deal. As you click into the article, you can read more about it. We're not going to go into too much details on it, like I said, but just real quick, it does look like this is going to be good, obviously, for Virgin Voyages as well as Vechain. We move on to the next one. We want to talk more about Vechain looks magnificent still. So we have a lot of people actually talking about Vechain this morning. I took a look this morning to see really where, I guess it's kind of afternoon now starting, but I took a look morning to really see what people are saying about Vechain in the most recent small increase. If we take a look at the prices right now, I'm going to give it a quick refresh. We have 18 cents right now. Let's see if we move at all. Still around 18 cents. We're starting to go back down. Obviously, the market's really kind of bleeding right now as a whole, but we made its way all the way about to a 19.25 cents. So looking fairly solid there. We had a nice increase coming from 17.21. So it was looking good. Unfortunately, we are going back down, but a lot of people talking about the positives out of it. Seeing a great look on the charts, we see a very, very good rise coming still, and I still think we are going to see Vechain do very, very well. Obviously, the market as a whole is doing poorly, and when that happens, it's hard for some of these coins to really shoot up without Bitcoin and Ethereum doing well at the same time. So jumping into the next one, Vechain is eco-friendly, not just on the upkeep. We encourage and support sustainable projects to build on Vechain. In fact, sustainability is probably #1 strategy on the priority list since 2019. Therefore, we have projects such as DNV's Ocean Cleanup. So this is a big deal as well. Obviously, talking about Vechain, it's being a good thing. Vet is eco-friendly and is working on solutions to farther contribute to green energy industries. So it's just one of those coins that really a lot of people are going to love in the near future. And I think, it's going to provide a lot of new investors with good opportunities to invest in such a low price point. We see this 18 to 17 cents per Vechain right now. And it's, like I said, very, very good entry point still, in my opinion. We could actually see it continue to decrease. And if you could pick this one up below, 17 cents, you'd be looking at a very, very good entry point. Jumping back into Vechain, we see digital carbon ecosystem solution. We see the consumer confidence index platform, automotive passport solution, retail solution, logistics solution, liquefied natural gas solution, digital content distribution solution, electronic document deposit solution, and we have the agriculture solution as well. So 9 great solutions to Vechain that are used, like we said, in everyday kind of ordeals. And I think Vechain's really going to start to get new partners that really understand what Vechain's really worth. And I think right now they have a great amount of partners. Obviously includes BMW Group. We've talked about Walmart China. We've talked about a bunch of others in really other countries that are taking advantage of Vechain already. I expect the US to really follow suit here shortly. We'll continue to kind of keep you guys up to date on that as well. I do want to say, guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel already, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video, because we talk about Vechain pretty much daily on this channel. So you'll get the most recent up-to-date prices and obviously news and information as well. So jumping into price predictions, I do want to say Vechain is fairly similar to what we've stated in previous videos. I think we will continue to see Vechain do well. Obviously, we are going to have to wait, unfortunately, on Bitcoin to really kind of recover. I think we will see Bitcoin recovering very soon. Bitcoin right now at the $48,000 mark, might be pushing below 48,000 here in a second. Obviously, it's up and down with Bitcoin, and I think unfortunately the entire market is struggling. So for the next couple days, we could easily see Bitcoin struggle for a little bit longer. Vechain obviously going to struggle as well, most likely with that. And it'll give a lot of people a good entry point yet again for Vechain. I don't think we're going to have too many more dips before we start to see some big climbs coming. So, it's a great opportunity for a lot of people. Jumping into May, though, I do think May is going to be a good month. I think May is one of those months that we could easily see Vechain reach right around 30 cents. That would be our current all-time high. If we take a look at the all-time high, we have a current all-time high of about 27 to 28 cent range. 30 cents would put us very close to this guy's predictions of 32 cents if it's going to continue to double. I will say 30 cents to 32 cents is definitely a range that I think is conservative enough that could definitely happen and take place. So 32 cents is actually not a bad price prediction for the end of May. By the end of June, 64 cents is maybe pushing it just a little bit. I do think we're going to continue on an increase, but if the market doesn't really consolidate much and we don't have much corrections going on, 64 cents could definitely happen. Realistically, though, I see around a 50 cent Vechain by the end of June. I think 40 to 50 cents is something that we should be shooting for. That's something that's within range. And by the end of the year, I think Vechain will continue to do fairly good. For the most part, we are going to see Vechain grab new partnerships. I think they're going to have more uses actually taking place, around the real world very, very soon. I think a lot of people are going to start taking advantage of it with crypto taking mass adoption. A lot of people understanding what Vechain really does, how blockchain works, and that's exactly what I think Vechain is going to take advantage of. Seeing Vechain really push closer and closer to $1, and then hopefully pushing past that to about a $2 to $4 price range by the end of the year. So it'll be very interesting to see how well Vechain actually, does in the next upcoming months and weeks. Obviously, it's going to depend a little bit on the actual market with Bitcoin. It kind of follows Bitcoin in a way. Needs Bitcoin to do fairly well to continue to do well itself. So we'll continue to monitor that, and we'll move forward with Vechain and talk more about it here in the future. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, talking about Vechain with me. I think there's a lot of potential in this coin. We've talked about it a lot on the channel because of that. So like I said, guys, in the previous, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to quickly subscribe subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.